I've been privileged enough to be invited to the Minelab release of a new product. So here I am in London at the National Art Gallery Museum. Absolutely incredible. I know I'm bald, I know, I'm shining. But yeah, what an amazing opportunity. Cannot wait to find out what Minelab have got, and you're going to find out with me. So yeah, Henry's behind me, he's filming. Hello Henry! Hey, Minelab release!
Oh my god.
Oh, amazing mate. It's going to be brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, let's get in there. So I don't know if you guys can see, just behind me there's a board there, and it's a Vanquish, so it's the 60 series, multi-IQ. Not 100% sure yet, I'm just seeing the board behind me. We'll have a closer look in a minute when maybe some people have moved away, but yeah, it's looking like a Vanquish, a 60, so it's a 560. I think it was the 540, now there's the 560, but yeah, multi-IQ. But we'll have a closer look in a bit and we'll hear more about it, hopefully.
So I just wanted to take a moment to recognise this fantastic venue. I'm embarrassed to say I've never been here. I live just outside of London, but this is my first time here. I have to say, very, very impressed and blown away by the history of the art that we see in here. This venue wasn't chosen by accident. I think if you look around and see the priceless works of art, the history that's inside this building, that ties very nicely into our Manticore brand. We are very proud of what we offer, very proud of the products that we have, and that we enable people to discover bits of history all over the world. Speaking of all over the world, I see guests from everywhere here this evening, so firstly thank you everybody for making the time and effort to come over here. We've got people from Australia, people from the US, people from all over Europe, we've even got some people from Scotland. So.
Appreciate that flattery, Rob. That's all good. Excellent. So before we get started, I wanted to take a moment and just talk a little bit about Minelab overall before we get into what we're going to talk about specifically tonight. And for us, for Minelab, really it's about really driving breakthrough performance for all detectorists all the time without fail. That's our mission. That's what we're trying to do. We invest a lot in it. We've got a team of engineers. We're going to hear from one of them later tonight, that do nothing to think about how to improve performance for the detectors. So I'm just going to play a quick video so that we can talk a little bit about who Minelab is overall, what makes us tick, what we think about all the time.
Discovery is more than our promise, it's our purpose. From unearthing gold in the harshest terrains, to safeguarding lives through county line operations, to unlocking history with every coin and relic found. For 35 years, we've engineered the tools that turn possibility into reality, because true discovery doesn't happen by chance, it's built through precision, innovation, and a relentless drive to go deeper. Discovery comes to those who walk where others don't. It comes to those who dare to wonder what lies beneath. Some seek stillness, some chase the thrill, others treasure not what they uncover, but who they share the moment with. That's why we build detectors, not just with technology, but with tools for the curious, the relentless, the bold, forged from military precision, driven by obsession. A legacy like ours isn't claimed, it's uncovered. One signal at a time. Whether you're chasing a coin lost to centuries, gold most only dream of, or time beneath the sky with your favorite people, we're with you. On every hunt, in every land, through every discovery. Minelab, built by seekers, for seekers. Together, we are history in the making.
To grow, to practice detecting and discover much more history. So when we thought about how to do that, we thought, all right, we need to find a way to make this more approachable for more people, so it can be multi-cue for everyone, because that technology is so revolutionary. We thought about what's the best way to do that. So that was when we launched the Vanquish. Some of you might remember that particular point in time, which is 2020. And we did that in such a way so that it could be a turn-on-and-go detector. So that detector would be something that made multi-cue approachable. You didn't have to be an expert necessarily to really wield the power of multi-cue. So that's what we did. It was very easy to use, very intuitive, and when we did that, what ended up happening was we had so many more people that were able to access that power and become more of an avid detectorist, and then begin their journey of moving up the continuum to more and more detectors over time, with more power as they became more skilled at their craft. So that was the Vanquish back at that particular point in time. So as we go forward, we're thinking, all right, everything has to evolve, everything has to grow, and this is the way that things are. So how do we make Vanquish even better? This is part of our mission. Let's think about that. How do we become more powerful? How do we find a better way to access more terrains? How do we become more versatile, more approachable? How do we improve upon that performance? And that's what we're going to talk about here tonight, is what that looks like, because our team has been working very hard to do just that. So we're going to go through some of those things as we go. So you'll see here on the left-hand side of the screen, that's the current Vanquish series, or the 40 series that we have here today. 340, 440, and the 540. So that's the current lineup that you'll have out there in the industry, which has been a wild success for us, and more importantly for the detectorists as they become more familiar with multi-cue and the power that that can bring to bear in terms of being successful in their hunts. So now I'd like to introduce the Vanquish 60 series. So this is the new, innovative, breakthrough series that we're going to be talking about here tonight. Very excited to have the opportunity to share that with all of you, and to really have the opportunity to talk about what's the next generation of detecting with this series, and how can we connect with more end users, bring more people into the fold, and do the right things for the overall detectorist, and making sure that experience is where it needs to be. So in the Vanquish 60 series, we're going to be talking about the 360, the 460, and the 560. These are great detectors. The power is fantastic. The ability to detect more and deeper. Great waterproof detector as well. Lithium-ion battery. There's a lot of improvements that the team is going to talk you through relative to what this is going to bring to bear to the market. Very excited to see that happen. So again, a little more about what this is going to look like. The interface, very intuitive, so it's easy to control, yet it's going to give you more flexibility, and it's going to give you more options and more things that you can do with this detector. As I mentioned, it's a waterproof, very robust design. And you've got multi-cue. So it's multi-cue, but multi-cue from today, not multi-cue from 2020. So it's going to give you a lot of advances that we've had in this particular space. Really excited to see that happen as well. So now we're going to show another video.
Simple yet powerful. Smarter detecting with 30 discrimination settings, 119 target IDs, and adjustable iron bias control. Ready for any conditions with clear audio, vibration feedback, and low light visibility. At its core is Minelab's proven multi-IQ technology, simultaneous multi-frequency power. All soils, all targets, all the time. Automatically adapts to ground conditions and cancels interference. Tested by force, proven by design. Detect longer with a lightweight rechargeable lithium-ion battery. More precision, more accuracy, more performance. Enhanced target cones, keeping them sharp and focused. Engineered for comfort with an ultra-light swing. Built to perform on land and underwater. Vanquish, the next generation of discovery.
Anyway, fantastic group, 80 strong there in Adelaide, working on nothing but designing great detectors. So without further ado, Mark.
Thank you, Ben. Okay, super exciting to be here today. I've done a few of these over the years. I still remember the Equinox one where things jumped out of planes and it caused a buzz. And that buzz continues. We're going to have another multi-IQ detector to talk to you today. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of the features. Some of them are alluded to in the video, but we're going to go a little bit deeper, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, multi-IQ. It's launched in 2017, detectable with the Equinox, and it continues to this day. And as Ben said, it keeps evolving. We keep improving it, adapting it, and making it even better every year that we work on it. So it's really all about having multiple frequencies going into the ground. And each one of those frequencies reacts to the ground differently, which lets us ignore the ground. Because funnily enough, the metal detector is about ignoring the ground as much as it is finding the metal. And then on top of that, with Minelab detectors, you get to swing over the ground and you basically get to find all different types of targets all in that one swing into there. You don't have to keep changing the settings and then going back over the same spot again. And that's really, that's what multi-IQ is fantastic at. So in the end, you end up detecting all soils, all targets all the time. Now, having watched Helen Steall do her talk, I think we should have called this stupidly waterproof. This should be the slogan across here, because we've really spent a lot of energy with the engineering team in Adelaide redesigning this product from the ground up and making sure it's really, really waterproof. So this thing's bulletproof, goes down to 5 meters, 16 feet. It's IP68 rated. Works in oceans, rivers, shorelines, surf lines, gets knocked around like you saw in the video. You can throw it on the ground in the water, it's going to keep running. So it's a really bulletproof design, a fantastic piece of kit. Now some of the things that we've evolved and made better, what are they? We've really worked on making the discrimination. What is discrimination? It's like the detector deciding is it a good thing in the ground or a bad thing? To dig or not to dig? That is the question. And how have we done that? We've actually expanded the target ID range, like some of our other more premium products. So we've now got 119 target IDs in this product. It's pretty killer. So we get more precision, more resolution, if you think of it like that. On top of that, you've got target ID stability. So it's all well and good having lots of numbers, but if they're jumping around a lot, well, that's no help. So they're actually, we put some technology into this product that actually stabilizes those numbers. So you can think of that as more accuracy. And then finally, the Vanquish series didn't have a lot of control previously. The 40 series over where you called something iron or where you called something non-ferrous on a point. This particular product in the higher models does a much better job of that. Rechargeable battery. I think everyone's getting a bit tired of AA alkalines and rechargeables, so this product is really stepped up there. It's a full lithium-ion platform, and with that you get a lot more energy density. That means the product's lighter, it's the same runtime, so you get up to 10 hours runtime. It's really great for the user and lighter swing in the hand. The smaller detector in this range, the 360 I'll talk to you later, it's got a bit smaller coil on it. So that comes in at 1.16 kilos or 2.6 pounds. So yeah, a very lightweight system, very ergonomic. So it feels really nice in the hand, it's really easy to use. Fantastic piece of kit, and it collapses down for travel. So you can, collapse this thing very quickly into a backpack. You can pull the bits of the S shaft out. It's really quite nice to use. All-terrain performance. Basically, when we did the original Vanquish, we had a bit of a focus on what you find. This time we've sort of picked up you know, a lot of the industry really likes what's in the Equinox and some of those other type machines, and they like having where we're detecting. And so where are the terrains? I'm here today. How should I set up this machine for it to be optimal? And what that's let us do is actually optimize the multi-IQ for each one, much like some of our more premium products. But really we tailored it for this platform. And so what you're getting is optimal depth and target separation. What is target separation? When you're swinging over a field and you've got quite a lot of trash, you want to see those coins and that treasure that's between the trash. And so really we spend a lot of time testing back in the engineering facility in Adelaide, making sure the product can really see between the ferrous trash and actually find those great coins. So again, that's just all wrapped up in multi-IQ and the multiple frequencies that are doing that hard work. And you can actually see on the user interface here, that's an example of all of the icons turned on. Actually when it's running, it's usually only one of those modes, but gives you a feel for it. And finally, we've got the user profile there. That's like a custom setting. So there are some settings on this particular product that you can, fiddle around with fields. So let's say you're going back to detectable this weekend, you might run it in field, but you decide you want the iron bias to be a little bit different. You can change it and then save it to the user profile. One mantra we've really held onto with this product, sort of as a philosophy, is keeping it really easy to use. Vanquish is all about turn on go detector. People want to be able to pick it up, go out, use it, not have to think too much and have great results and great time. So we've stuck to that. It automatically is tracking the ground and adapting to it. It's automatically cancelling out the interference from wherever it's power lines or electric fence or the atmosphere, those kind of things. And one thing we have managed to get into this product while still keeping it very easy to use is making it for enthusiasts as well. So if you feel like you're sort of graduating and getting pretty good at your Vanquish, you can, there's a few settings in there like extra iron bias controls to actually get a little bit more out of the machine. We've also put quite a lot of effort into making this product have some of the things that let you work when there's less light. You might be out there for 10 hours and you're finding lots of things in the field. You actually want to keep running for that extra hour. It becomes quite important. So we put a red backlight on the screen, so that's quite good for that sort of low light condition to the human eye. And then you've got the keypad actually gets illuminated. So some other detectors that I've seen over the years, they have a backlight, but if you can't see the buttons to get to the backlight, you can't turn the backlight on. So make sure that works. And finally, as you can see in the picture over there on the far side, we've actually got a flashlight, a torch, I keep oscillating on what to call it for this presentation, but it's a real flashlight. So we've got a flashlight, and that's across the 460, 560, and the Pro Pack, which I'll get into more in a minute. Now, detecting. Detecting is about swinging. Like Helen was saying, you've got to keep swinging, but you've got to keep listening. It's all about the audio. So if you don't have good audio and it's not clear, then you're not going to find good targets. Now, Vanquish is actually a detector that we actually, really, the original, we made sure that it was really clear and confident when it beeps, so that when somebody hears a beep, they know it's going to be something to dig. So we've carried that through, and obviously with all the extra target IDs, we've had to make that work in a really positive way. And on top of that, we learn sometimes when you're detecting, you might be in an old Roman field where there's good stuff, but there's a lot of trash. And so sometimes you have to listen to that trash while you're trying to listen through it. And so you want to be able to adjust how loud that trash is, which is what the ferrous volume is about. So we've made that quite adjustable on this product, particularly in the higher models. The hand grip vibration is another way. Sometimes you just want to be able to get that sort of feeling, that haptic feedback through your hand. So it's another quite little important feature that we've integrated into this product. Fast wireless audio. These days everybody expects an untethered experience. You don't want a wire holding you to ransom. And you saw in the video that the lady was detecting and then she threw it quickly down and she was excited. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that and rip your ears off because you've got a wired headphone. So we've put a lot of effort in making sure this is wireless. And on top of that, we want it to be fast. So when you swing the detector, the moment that it beeps, you want the target to be under the coil, not like a few seconds later. So you've got to have really fast audio. And what we do now is we actually incorporate the latest Bluetooth. That is Bluetooth LE audio. with LC3 codec built into it. So that's the leading edge Bluetooth technology that we've integrated into this product. So that's a big deal. And the picture of those earbuds there, they're the earbuds that come in the top pack out, or the Pro Pack, the 560 Pro Pack. I'll show you that a little bit more in a moment. So just a bit of a recap. Got the Vanquish 40 series on the left and the new Vanquish 60 series on the right. See if the cameras are coming out now. Grab this little gem. So who's it for? It's for entry-level starters. It's always for entry-level starters, and it still is. So we've preserved that. That's what this category is about. Target separation, we've improved that. We've given it 2 extra stars. And we've also made it actually a lot better. So 3 stars is the best you can get here. This is just a relative comparison. The depth performance, we've made that better. And we've done that by having more modes, as you saw the park, field, and the beach. And so that gives you more optimized performance depending on where you are, which gives you a bit of extra depth. It also helps you handle the ground better. Extra star there. And the configurability. So this product is still really easy to use, but if you do need to customize it, like I keep talking about, whether it's masking some targets out that you don't want to hit, or where maybe it's making the ferrous targets sound a little bit louder, you can do that with some of the models. And of course, we've just maintained the ease of use. So, like I said, that's sort of been a philosophical design choice by the engineering and product teams in the company. Really to make sure this product is a turn on and go product, really easy to use. And finally, the target ID stability, a little bit of R&D is crept into this project to try to make the IDs a little bit more stable. Again, the target market here is people who maybe haven't done a lot of detecting, and so they want it to be really obvious when it's a good target. So I'm just going to go through the lineup now. We're just going to go through all the different models. So starting at the top, the top fully fledged model is the Vanquish 560, the middle one is the 460, and then the lower model is the 360. So if you start with the 360, it's got everything that you want from an essential performance point of view. There's a lot of detector in that. I think those of you in the industry would know how much detector you get with a 340. It's a super good value detector. This builds on that. The 360 is epic. However, if you have got money and you've got the capacity and excitement to get into the hobby, get into the Vanquish 460. Step up, you get some wireless audio now, so you're getting wireless, and you're getting a few extra controls. Then you go to the 560. That's the max, fullest featured set detector in this range. It's got everything in there that you would need to be very confident, very productive. And then finally, the Vanquish 560 Pro Pack is kind of the pack out that's got everything in it. So I'm going to run through now some pictures that show and tell that story visually. So if we start with the 360, we've got the 10x7-inch V10X double D coil here with a skid plate. We've got the S shaft configuration, which is made out of aluminium and fiberglass. That's a very light, smooth detector. You can see where the rechargeable battery is in there behind the pot. You've got a built-in speaker, quite common on a lot of these class of products, and an adjustable armrest. So this is really the entry model for the starter. And the retail price down there is €329 with that, or £279 with that. I'm not sure if everyone can see that sort of hidden behind the left turn there, but I'm sure somebody will get a shot of it. The 460, the middle model in the range. So the red text is what's building as we go through each model. You've got the 3.5mm or 8-inch wired headphones that come in. They're nice, comfortable, over quite good quality headphones. You get the Bluetooth LE audio, so now you're getting actually wireless built into this. That's the fast, latest Bluetooth wireless I was telling everyone about. You've got a flashlight, can't see it, but it's just tucked in behind the fob there. The red LED, all controls and handbrake vibration. So you're starting to get a lot more elements to this product, which makes it really the best value. You're getting a lot of detector here, and you're getting wireless and controls. Very good. It's €399 with that, and £349 with that. It's retail price. The top model, the coil has got bigger on the top model. So that's the V12X, 12-inch by 9-inch double D with skid plate. And this one has really got the maximum amount of fidelity, control, and resolution in the way you run up the settings and how you can configure it. So this is for the serious hunter. It's max level features. It's going to retail for €499 and $429. So that's a pretty good deal for a pretty powerful detector. And then we have our top pack out, which we're calling the Vanquish 560 Pro Pack. That comes with some Bluetooth LE audio earbuds. So these are very high performance, very fast wireless, latest Bluetooth earbuds. Give you that immersive experience. And you're also getting an extra coil. So you get the smaller coil, so you're basically getting a full-size coil, a 12x9, and then a smaller 8x5, which for those of you that detected it, that's quite a useful size coil, because you can get in amongst the trash and find and noodle out those coins. So basically you get maximum value in this pack out. You get the extra V8X coil and the wireless earbuds. And that comes in at €599 and £519.
You can model it for us, Henry. So here we go, guys. Here is the Vanquish 560. There we go. There's the screen with the red lights. Not the best light in here, so I can't really show you a lot. We've got some little symbols at the top there. Like I say, not the best of lighting in here, so hard to show you. But there you go. You've got the S-shaped stem, which is all adjustable. Nice coil. Which coil is this? The V12X, so it's a 12-inch. Nice carbon stem, carbon lower stem, I think, and then you've got aluminium upper shaft. The new charging port. This is all adjustable. The arm cuff. The charging port is different. Obviously, the Vanquish range, usually you'd have your batteries and whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's a reasonably light machine.
Balanced.
It's balanced well. Yeah, well balanced. Nice to swing. You've got a nice rubbery grip underneath. Feels nice to hold, yeah. So yeah, there we go. There's the Vanquish 560.